Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show. I am your host, Matrixlord212, and I'm with Scott. What's up, Scott?
Greetings all.
Okay, so here's the thing we heard that is new. Due to the events of Endgame, a timeline was created where Thanos never troubled the Avengers.
Of course there would have been.
The timeline is basically considered like the Marvel Universe, and it's not like but listen, it's not considered an old. Here's the thing. They consider it like we have two MCUs.
Yeah.
So one is going to be from Sony and one's going to be from. So in other words, in this timeline, Infinity War doesn't happen, right? Civil War happens.
Yeah.
Infinity War doesn't happen. Endgame doesn't happen. Far From Home doesn't happen. There is a Spider-Man in that universe that we've seen in Civil War, and then you will see Homecoming will be considered, but there is a whole nother timeline that spans
basically
5 years.
Okay.
Listen.
Think of it this way for all you Star Trek fans. You've got Thomas Riker. You've got Will Riker. They're not technically clones of each other. One's not technically a clone of the other. So.
Well, that's a bad analogy because Thomas Riker is a copy. He is a copy. But he's not exactly. Yeah, but he was leftover energy created.
Yeah. That's basically what.
No, that's not this because this is the thing.
Oh, okay.
No, that's not the explanation. The explanation is that he got blipped out and blipped back in 5 years later. In that universe, there was no blip, so he's Spider-Man longer and went through 5 years of villains and 5 years of things and 5 years of life, and he's older. So that's Tom Holland. Tom Holland's playing.
Tom Holland's going to get replaced. No, I'm just
No, Tom Holland's playing. No, Tom Holland's play. Your phone was flashing over there, back there. Tom, is that your phone back there? Oh, I don't know. I thought it was flashing over there. Tom Holland is playing two different Spider-Men, okay? He's playing the Spider-Man that's Spider-Man longer for 5 years, which is the Sony one.
Yeah.
And by that time it comes out, he is older anyway, so it doesn't matter. And he's probably with the Daily Bugle, and he's probably whatever. So we will see, but you will not see the MCU one anymore, unfortunately.
No.
So don't get upset about that.
He's got one more, let's just say, Marvel MCU thing. Oh, two more. One
Spider-Man movie and Avengers 5.
Yeah, okay.
And that's it. And in Doctor Strange 2, they're going to explain this. He's going to explain that maybe there's going to be a Spider-Man, that universe exists, but we'll never see the Avengers in that universe, right? That's the way they're going to explain it. And I'm glad that he's not going to be zapped out of the universe. It's just, we got the same actors playing everything together, and it'll just be like there'll just be different experiences.
The Mary Jane of this.
No, they're all the same.
No, I'm just saying.
Zendaya is in that universe.
There's MJ, but I wonder if she's going to be the official MJ or if she's going to be.
No, they're all the same. She's in. No, they don't want to confuse anybody. Harry's they're all going to have the same.
Yeah. His
friends, they're all just two different versions. They're going to be. Yeah, this is going to confuse people. I know. Whatever. We won't have to worry about that. So
DC universe, they would have canceled the TV show to be able to have one of these movies.
Speaking of DC,
Marvel MCU did that, didn't they?
Speaking of DC, word is that they approached Mr. Nobody to return, but he can't because he's busy.
Yeah.
But that's for Doom Patrol Season 2. But he may appear, maybe the end. I don't know.
That was a good series. God, I love that series.
Yeah, me too. And it's going to be a second season. I can't wait.
Yes.
So happy about the second season of Doom Patrol. Back to Marvel. Marvel is flooding the market again with so many books
Oh God.
You will go broke. Now, unfortunately, I have sad news to report that a wonderful, wonderful individual, Sacco Jones, from Comic Book Jones, he because of the way, with Amazon and taking over and destroying small businesses and Comic Cons, taking old people away from the comic shops into the Comic Cons, he is forced to, because he has kids, he has a wife, and is putting a strain on their financial, so he is forced to close Comic Book Jones, which, I'm very grateful to him, because when I worked around that area, he held a party for me for my first book, Sorry Separation, and he was a good friend. And, ever since Hurricane Sandy, I haven't had a car to travel to that other side of the island. It's difficult to get there.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean I wouldn't want to. I definitely would, but it's very hard for me. And he's an amazing individual. When Hurricane Sandy happened, he raised so much money for people, and he made sure people got supplies and everything. He was a wonderful human being. He helps autistic kids and helps with pets. He's basically the greatest humanitarian, great dad, great husband, father. He's an amazing friend. So I'm gonna try to get my ass there somehow this week. I don't know how, but I'm somehow gonna get there. And say goodbye and thank him for everything. So shout out to Comic Book Jones. And it's very upsetting, actually. I saw it on the news tonight. The Advance was there, Stand Down Advance, and they were doing a video and they were talking to him, and I was getting a little choked up because, these places like Comic Book Jones was like, of all the comic book shops, it was the one where you were the most at home. Like they had coffee for you, and they had leather couches, and they had book reads, and it was the most comfortable environment and peaceful environment.
If you want to,
it was like friends and homes and a hangout.
Starbucks or
this was just a wonderful. You felt at home, and nobody ever fought, and it was just people just relaxing, down to earth, and they would have tailgate parties. I'm getting choked up now, but
Years ago here in Tulsa, there was this play. There was, I think, two. I know two. They were called Novel Ideas, and it was a bookstore similar to Starbucks, and that Comic Book Jones sounds similar to it, to where they had like places you could sit down and all that. So, but of course, like always, they.
And I gotta say that this was a huge part of my life, because again, at the time I was working in that area and I had a car, and they even made me up a card with my name on it.
Cool.
Like they actually, with the Comic Book Jones, they put my name on it, because I was a great customer, because I was spending a lot of money there, and I was like the top, in the top list of customers, and I always felt so happy there, and going to the parties, and they had events and stuff like that, and I miss it, and I miss that, I wish I had a freaking car so I could just travel, because now life is so different. Not that it's bad, but life is so different now for me, because I have to use public transportation everywhere, and I have to walk everywhere. And I lost a lot of weight from walking. That's great, but lately
there's certain places you would have loved to go to,
right, that I couldn't get to easily, and I'm having a problem with my feet lately too, and walking. So, a car would be what I need. So, I mean, now this place is not even going to be there anymore, even if I did get a car, and I'm very sad about it. I don't like things ending, just like the doctors like things ending, and a lot of things that I grew up with and a lot of things that I love is ending. And it's hard for me to like when things go, even when family members die, and you know what I'm saying? I've been through that this week too. My mom, it's her birthday on the 30th, and that was
there's a place over by me. I could easily go to it, because it's called Lena's. It's this great Euro place. And I thought, and I went over there. I thought, oh, they just got the drapes closed because they're remodeling. No, we're sorry, we lost our lease, or we're not going to update our lease. So thanks for the 4 so years service. I think, oh man, the one place. I mean, granted they were pricey. I mean, but you know what it is when you got your favorite place you go to, you don't care about the price.
Yeah.
That's what this place was like.
This was just a bad week because, like I was saying, my mom's birthday was on the 30th, and I lost my mom in 2015.
Yeah.
And then a cousin of mine died that I haven't seen in ages, and I went to the wake this week, and you know, after going through that, and I was just upset and everything. I was gonna do the book, and then something bad happened that I couldn't. And then Comic Jones closing. It's just been I haven't done videos that much, and it's been, you know, a lot of emotions going on. But you know, there are better things. I know there's good things on the horizon too. But I'm gonna be going Comic Jones this week sometime. There's a lot of stuff in Comic-Con this week. There's a lot of artistic changes. And the thing that bothers me is that when you get comfortable reading a book and Marvel's mentality is, number one, we're going to cancel it and we're going to have a brand new number one, brand new Iron Man number one, brand new Avengers number one, brand new.
Good God.
Oh, God, with your number ones. Shut up already. Every goddamn 2 years. Number one. So, like, now you have the guy that did the Absolute Carnage.
Yeah.
Is going to do Thor. It's going to be a big deal. Everybody's going to get costume changes, and everybody's going to get a new status quo, and he's going to get his arm back probably. He's going to get his eye back probably, and he's going to be whole, and he's going to have the original hammer back, and
of course.
But they're making him look like weird, like fashion sense. I don't know who they brought in for these costumes. He looks. I mean, I don't know. It could be good. Then I was happy in Guardians. They're taking that guy off. They're putting the guy that does the Avengers on there or the Hulk on there, and I'm like, oh. And then they're now Dan Slott is not doing the Iron Man book by himself. Now he's got help, which I'm like, oh, I don't know, because I kind of want a writer to just be on one book, not two writers on one book. So now the whole Iron Man 2020 thing that I was looking forward to originally, I don't know if I'm looking forward to now, because I don't know. So it seems like they're doing a lot of gimmicks. Now, I got Spider-Verse.
Again, I hate when a comic book does that.
I got Spider-Verse number one.
Yeah,
and I got to tell you.
I watched your thing about that.
I got to tell you, I am extremely disappointed. Because my whole point is, I was never, if you have to step on someone to rise, then you don't deserve to rise at all. So if Miles Morales has to knock Peter Parker to rise, or the young generation of Miles Morales has to knock down the other heroes like Spider-Man and everything, saying they're old, they're antiquated, they're done, their time is past. It's the young generation's time now. It's our time. We don't need them anymore. It's us. It's us. We're better. We're stronger. We're younger. I'm like yawning, and I'm like, I'm done. Thanks. Because they've been trying to do it, and they failed. And they tried to do that before, and nobody gave a shit about Miles Morales when they did that. Yeah. And then the guy tried to fix it, and then when he left, Marvel screwed it up again. Miles Morales was supposed to be called a different name, and it didn't happen. So, you know what? If you're going to shit on my favorite superhero, Peter Parker, Spider-Man, I'm done with you, really. So I'm done with Spider-Verse. I don't care how many universes they showed off. I don't care. Once you said that, you lost me forever. I will not be supporting that book. I don't care what's on the cover of 2 or 3. I'm not getting it. Done. And same thing with Superior. Superior was annoying me because it's like, you're not Spider-Man. You know, and what did I say? I'd rather see him as Doc Ock. And now he is. You know, it's been out long enough now, the comic, where it's beyond spoiler territory. You've probably seen the pictures everywhere, so spoilers. But Mephisto, Doc Ock made him deal with Mephisto, and now he's back in his original body, and he's restored, and he's got all the Peter Parker stuff out of him and Spider-Man stuff out of him, and he's pure Doc Ock. And I couldn't be happier. But that comic's ending because he can't be called Superior Spider-Man if he's Doc Ock, basically.
Superior Doc Ock.
They did that already. So, I mean, it's like Superior Octopus. So, so I'm done with that comic. And then I was forced to get Miles Morales for the Absolute Carnage, which, when that's done, it's gone. The only thing I'm going to collect, because I'm not even getting Black Cat, the only thing I'm going to get is Ghost Spider because I like that. It's a different thing. It's hip.
Because they're at least calling her something else other than...
Well, she was never called Spider-Man. She's called Spider-Woman. But,
I know.
Or Spider-Gwen. But the reason why I like it is now they made it in the Marvel Universe that it's a regular thing that other people from other universes visit. It's like almost like exchange students from a foreign country. So they know she's from another Earth.
Yeah.
The Gwen Stacy of that Earth. And she's here as an interdimensional exchange student for ESU. And Peter Parker's there too. And even she said it's weird that the love of her life is older in this universe. And she doesn't like it. And him talking to her like a father figure is weird because he was in love with her in our universe when they were both that age. So it's like weird, you know? So that's kind of icky. And now you got the whole Jackal thing starting up in it. But I find it interesting. So I am collecting that. I believe Captain Marvel's also going to be coming to an episode too because they love this freaking #1 crap. Which, when that happens, I'm probably not going to get half these books, honestly. I'm going to be honest with you. It's like I'm going to get Amazing no matter what, Amazing Spider-Man. Like, that's the thing. But every single comic else is in question for me. Unless the guy leaves. If the guy stays on the Hulk, I'll still collect the Hulk because that's like the second number. That's the second comic I like, the Immortal Hulk.
Yeah.
But everything else is questionable, you know, of what I get. Because they're doing too many crazy things and it's just all about money making. Make this $10, make this $5. The one good thing that I really loved was the J.J. Abrams Spider-Man universe where Mary Jane died. Like, got killed. And it was like, wow, that whole book was excellent. It's a mini series, so getting that. I know there's a lot of comics I have to review. I haven't had time, but I did buy Ghostbusters Remastered today.
Nice. How's that going so far for you?
Well, I had problems in the beginning because I guess they rushed this sucker out.
Oh, no.
And it started skipping, and the disc was fine, skipping and choppy and skipping and choppy, and mouse not lining up, and control sucks. So I was like, oh, that sucks. And then my friend told me on Facebook it's garbage, and I'm like, oh. But, you know, I wanted to bust Ghost, you know. We'll see what happens. I'll try to play it tomorrow a little bit before I go to work. So I got some new games. I mean, I bought all the Batman games except for Origin. So
I wonder if you did. Yeah, I know you said you were planning on doing that, so I wonder if you had.
Yeah, I haven't. All I did today was I finally got my phone set up, my iPhone. I love it, and I was upset about getting rid of my other phone. I boxed it up. I got to send it out tomorrow because. I don't like change, but sometimes change is good. In this case, it's good because the iPhone's better, the new one. So I've been started playing around with the photos and this different camera settings and stuff. So I really like that. I bought the phone because of the camera. That's what, when I saw the video and it said 3 cameras, it drew me in. But in a way, I didn't have to spend a dime because it's leased. Not that I bought it, it's leased. And it doesn't cost me anything extra. So. And this lease was up anyway. I would have had to pay like another $200 or whatever. So now I don't. Now it's just got my iPhone 11, which is good. And I bought a case for it today, and that was cool. So, what do we talk about? Oh yeah. So I didn't see the Joker, and I don't want you to spoil anything.
It was granted, like I was telling.
Was it really excellent?
It feels. That's why I said I wanted to wait. I thought you were going to say it feels like one of those art house movies.
Okay.
It's good. It's good. It is definitely a matinee movie. I would not pay full price.
Really?
Yeah, I would not pay.
Oh.
I would not pay full price for it. It is a matinee movie.
Wow. So
Yes. It's worthy of one's collection, but it felt too much like an art house movie when watching it.
Oh man, no.
But it was good. It was good.
Don't say anything else. Yeah, Okay,
but
so
the only other thing I will say is this. All right, I was telling this also just to a few friends at work that with all the Easter eggs that are in it, your head will start to swell and want to pop.
Okay. I know you didn't like it. That it was the best movie ever. Am I gonna like it?
You're gonna like it. Yeah, you definitely.
Because we have different tastes sometimes, but
yeah, but no, you will like it.
Okay. Well,
and I did. I watched on one of these little.
The banana splits. What the hell happened with that?
Oh God, that thing it sucked Godzilla donkey balls.
It sucked.
I'm not talking one of these. Well, it's so bad it's good type of things. I'm talking. It should never have been made in the first place.
Oh Jesus!
It was like Class in a way. You know how?
Oh my God!
You know how sometimes they didn't know whether they wanted to make it young adult or adult.
Jesus.
That's the way it was.
Or
even one of these concepts where it's a good concept, but no, it bit big time.
Oh my God!
Yeah, it's like they were trying to take. It's like it actually felt like you were almost like a Five Nights at Freddy's. They had plans on making a Five Nights at Freddy's, and then thought, we got the banana splits too. Let's combine those two. Let's see what happens if we combine Five Nights at Freddy's and the banana splits, and it bit chunks.
Damn it.
So, folks, skip this movie. I don't know how. I forget how long that movie was, but you will never get that part of your life back.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it just. Oh God. It's just like I'm curious. It's like one of those. I'm curious, and it's one of those movies that suck so bad that you have to literally watch it to the very end, just to see how it ends. And oh God,
Wow. All right, so we got different news. Turns out that Tom Hiddleston, who is Loki, is pushing for a big movement to save Daredevil. Which is surprising.
Ooh, I wonder if he wants to save Daredevil so he can be
here
with Spider-Man then.
Maybe. So Tom Hiddleston, who's Loki, wants Daredevil in the MCU, and the same actor, Charlie Cox, So, he's pushing for it. So that's good.
Go for it.
Yeah. I'll check the news quickly. Oh, Disney banned all advertisements for Netflix. That's pretty funny. All right, so Joker made $13 million on Thursday.
Is it number one or is it number two?
I don't know, because the thing is, they don't show today's. We'll find out tomorrow.
Okay.
But they are hiding the budget, which is banned. Whenever I see that, that tells me that they're embarrassed what they spend for it, and they're not confident. If you're confident, you show what the movie cost.
Yeah.
And they're not doing that, and I'm like pissed, because I'm like, oh, you know what? That's not a good sign. But all right, so let me see what other stuff we got going on here. Tomb Raider 2 is happening.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah,
Tomb Raider 1. We saw Birds of Prey. I like the trailer. Oh, there's a trailer, Underground 6. I thought was excellent. Ryan Reynolds is in it.
It comes out December. Yes, I definitely want to see that.
That's definitely, yeah. And I definitely want to see Jay and Silent Bob reboot.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Another thing I was telling a few people about is how last month there was only one movie that I wanted to see in the entire month of October last month. But this month, there's only 1 week that I don't see anything I want to see. So last week, there was only 1 week I wanted to see a movie, where this month there's only 1 week that I don't want to see any movies.
Turns out the people from Lucasfilm have been bashing the crap out of people on Twitter, and they're predicting that Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker sales may be affected because they're attacking the fans on Twitter. Bad idea. Bad idea. What else? What else we could talk about? What the hell did I want to say? Yeah, I want to see Jane Silent Bob. 2 weeks, right? I think it's 2 weeks.
Yeah.
We're going to be doing the rewatch next week. We're going to finally do the second parter, the second episode of Discovery Season 1. Again, we are going to be committed to doing the first season and second season, but because I can't stand it so much, it's like grinding teeth to get me to do it.
I know.
Pulling teeth. I did purchase it, though, so I have it permanently. You know. Wow.
This is nice. Wow. I'll send you the link. You can.
I paid for it. I have it. Yeah. So I'll be watching it, and then
only one thing I'm going to pay for, and that's
it was $2.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
That's the one thing I like about the PlayStation. Not the high definition. So I don't need the high definition, but $2 an episode. So $2 for a Discovery episode is fine. Watch. I know I've seen it already. I don't think I'm going to change my opinion, but yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. We're quickly talking about the box office. Thursday, Downtown Abbey, still #1, and it has in 114 million. Wow,
that's good. This one was funny. I think I saw it twice. They had they weren't promoting the movie, but they were promoting Downtown Abbey somehow. When I was waiting for the Joker, I thought, "Oh, you beat Rambo!"
Well, we're gonna get to that. #2 is Hustlers. That's almost at 100 million, with a budget of 20 million. #3 is Abominable.
Abominable, yeah, about the Abominable.
Yes, with Chloe Bennett, I love her. Yeah. 36 million. And then #4 is Ad Astra,
which is another movie that beat Rambo's ass.
93 million, right? #5 is It Chapter 2.
Oh my God!
Moved up 424 million.
Damn.
#6 is Rambo.
Oh damn!
But here's the surprising thing. This is surprising news. The tide is turning overseas. So now people are liking what they see overseas. It beat the budget by 10 million, right? Now here's the thing: if the foreign number says it made 24 million, that means they're going to get 4 million. So it doesn't matter anyway, because Rambo last one bombed.
And it dropped the fourth spot.
It bombed. Even though you're 10 million above the budget, it bombed. It's not getting a sequel unless Sylvester Stallone makes some type of deal to do movies for free or pays for himself. I want to see how bad this is, because everybody turning on it like that.
I can't remember if I saw it on 123 Movie or not. I'm gonna have to check, because
I think it's gonna be on PlayStation in a week, though.
It's probably the Handycam one.
I think you could buy it on PlayStation in a week, though. I thought I saw something like they were really gonna.
But will it be worth?
I don't know, man. You know what? Something like that I would see in the comfort of my home, though.
Oh! I found Rambo. How much? 99 cents.
Yeah, you imagine. You twofer. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. 2 cents.
2 for Tuesday. Yeah. I'm sorry, Sylvester, but shouldn't have made that one.
Goro, hello there, Sly.
Shouldn't have made that one, man. Should have made that one, Sly. Better luck next time, I guess. Poor Sylvester Sly.
Here, let me look. Let me look on one of my sites here real quick.
What did Disney say to him when he wanted to do a movie? That there's no female hero, and they don't want to see a movie about old guys.
Yeah,
that's terrible. That's terrible.
Yeah,
that's sexist.
Rambo,
that's sexual discrimination. That's age discrimination. That's terrible. My God, how dare you say that to him? And
I just looked. It's the Handycam version, so it's pretty much unless it's the guy who did the same guy who did Hellboy and John Wick. This last John Wick movie, which, like I said, whoever did those two, they set it up just right to where you didn't even know.
Right. Oh, shout out to our buddy Stephen Price. I spoke to him on Facebook Messenger earlier today. He's getting married, so best wishes to my buddy. He's actually going to have his honeymoon in New York.
Oh, sweet.
So I may be able next year, I guess, to bump into him because he's going to be getting all the famous things, sites. So I am like super psyched and happy that I could actually meet him in person, and he's a wonderful human being. He has been around before I was around on podcasts. He was a guest on Scribes, podcasts and stuff like that, and he appeared with David Aston, and he appeared with others. So it's a wonderful, wonderful thing that he's found happiness. I wish him all the luck in the world, the best wishes, the best happiness. I am overjoyed for my friend being happy, and I am so happy too. I get to see him. Even if it's for a few minutes.
Yeah, and
like
still,
I'm gonna, that time when I met Danette too. And Jacob. So, hopefully I get to see him for a few minutes or an hour or whatever in New York, and that's gonna be fun. So, great. I can't wait next year. That's gonna be cool. All right. Other than that, and he's gonna be back on the podcast, I'm sure, soon with us because I told him too. There's new Texas Chainsaw Massacre coming out too. He likes the horror movies too. All right, we are out of here. Thank you, guys. Take care. Bye for now.